I am never going to get this theme song out of my head. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is a new comedy that just premiered on Netflix by Tina Fey, and in this show we follow Kimmy Schmidt, who is trying to rebuild herself and find her place in a new world after spending 15 years underground with 3 other women who were convinced by this religious cult leader that the end of the world apocalypse had occurred. Personally, going into this, I had no idea that the show existed. I get on social media and supposedly this show is premiered on Netflix and it's blowing up. People are saying it's weird, bizarre, but they can't take their eyes off of it. So I was like, oh, whatever, I'll watch it. And boy, were they right. I could not take my eyes off this show. There was, in every episode, there was at least one moment in the episode where it had me on the floor laughing, in need of stitches. If I had to say, though, what was my least favorite and favorite episode of the first season, I would say my least favorite is definitely the pilot episode. I think it took me a bit to get into this show. It was like, but once it got its stride, it hit the ground running. But I would say definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, I think my favorite episode is episode 10, because there's an character in this show that's introduced to Titus, and the moment he's revealed, his whole sequence, just had me on the floor laughing. I was bawling. I had tears streaming down my face. I was laughing so hard. But if I had to pinpoint everything, like to a source as to why this show works, it's because its lead, Ellie Kemper, is just so fantastic. She's so quirky and adorable in her role, and the moment that you meet her, you absolutely fall in love with her, which is why I fell in love with this show. Also, as funny as the show is, it still has a nice, quirky little message about being unique and different and how that's cool and acceptable, because in the show, all the characters are unique and different and distinguishable from the rest. A matter of fact, there's this rich white lady, and guess what her name is? Mrs. Voorhees. Now, as for a score, I would give the first season of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt a 4 out of 5. This is a fantastic new series on Netflix. Highly recommend checking this show out. You're going to laugh out loud and you're going to have a fun time watching it. Go check it out. So you guys, have you checked out Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt? I know it just recently aired, so you're probably either watching it or you've just now heard about it. What did you think of this show? What are your thoughts on this show? Did it completely come out of surprise to you like it did for me? Make sure to leave all your thoughts in that comment section below. And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slasher Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been slashed.